Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Casey. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Ferguson. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
They talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now it's Jackson. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brought down by Trey Boston. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line.
Hey, hold on. Right, 44. They're going to need some therapy after this.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means the other guys on his team helped him out a lot. That they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down.
Here we go.
They run on first down with Jackson. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Stop your
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Corey Davis, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Titans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a fantastic return all the way down to the 20.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
On first down, it's Hines. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
Naheem Hines,
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. And the 13-year man puts it through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down.
On the run, this is Jackson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down.
Hey, turn it up, turn it up. Hey, on the rep, let's go right here.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. To try again after the sack. Mariota into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So now a 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look. 6 DBs. From the gun, Mariota. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 48, and they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. Wow, between last week and this week, that's now 8 interceptions. 5 a week ago, now 3 here.
Well, he is so lucky that one of the defense coordinators I played for, a man named Ken Donahue, is not there right now. Because he saw that happen during his coaching career, and he grabbed a quarterback in the midst of a streak like this and said, tell you what, son, why don't you throw it to the defensive guys, and let's see if our receivers can intercept it.
He's got to figure something out because the current formula is not working. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 49-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
One of the feature points of the in route is being able to make a nice throw to the middle part of the field. And for a quarterback, that's one of the better throws and better looks that he'll get. But he has to be careful not to wait too long and let his receiver wander into some tough territory. If he's late with the ball, he can get his receiver hit and hit hard. And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Bridgewater. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And this one is right through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
It'll be a loss of 1, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Again, it's Mariota. And that is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
On the double. 56, right there, 56. I'm trying to collect.
They'll run on first down. Jackson. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Jackson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a first down. On first down, it's Jackson, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 31-yard line.
Buddy up. Mike Fofo. Yo.
On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been threes.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's something out there. There got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it'll be 3rd down.
And 10 yards to go.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Mariota now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
A 3rd quarter score now from MetLife Stadium. It's the Texans firmly in control of that one. They've scored again. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Bridgewater. Open man is Higbee, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 27 yards there, a first down.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Patch it.
Bridgewater now. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. And
the pressure gets to him again.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. Third and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And that ball's going to angle out at the 3-yard line. A beauty.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. First down, Mariota. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. It's a gain of 7, and it'll make it second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be third down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Third and short yardage. Mariota. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Levante David. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Jackson. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll run with Jackson. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll try the ground game with Jackson. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Justin Jackson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Now the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Check, check, Lucky. Mike, check, 59. Let's go.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 46. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line.
Check four. Okay.
And it's incomplete, broken up. But there is a flag down. Let's see what that's about. Now, those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there.
Check.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
The Broncos on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 16. Bridgewater to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 25-yard line.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
But right now, maybe they're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6.
Let's go.
So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
On 2nd and goal, Bridgewater nowhere to escape, and he goes down. 1st and 2nd down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. To throw, Bridgewater. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, 1 by land, 2 by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that into the broadcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by Levante David. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point right down the middle. And that will extend this big lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach? And the Broncos get there and take him down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time. But now it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. On now is the Titans punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. On the return, Jackson. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.